All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. In case it's your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news is dropping, you will be the first to take it. Let's go down to the news proper as it is hot. Um, According to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, he said, I'm reading directly now. Ebe no na abo ebe a na-akpọ ebe a nọ. The water go there. Don't touch the dial. He said, I gave Igbos others over 85 million palliatives in 5 months. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, says he distributed over 85 million palliatives to Biafrans in the southeast, south-south region in Nigeria from July to November 2023. The Finland-based lawyer and freedom fighter disclosed this on Friday in a statement regarding the impact of the Biafra Republic government in exile liberation movement. He said the move was to boost Biafrans' commitment to the actualization of the Biafra referendum. According to pictures and videos cited by journalists, the palliative distributed of food items and cash occurred across southeast locations from July to November 2023. He expressed that the palliative was extended to Hausa community in Borno State to show that Biafra liberation is not about hatred for other tribes in Nigeria. From July 2023 to November 2023, the Biafra Prime Minister, through the Biafra Republic government in exile and Biafra de facto government in exile in the homeland, has distributed palliatives worth over 85 million naira to Biafrans, both in the coastal and hinterland. The Biafra government also shared a palliative to the Hausa community in Borno State, showing exemplary leadership that Hausas are not the problem, and many are with us in the struggle. He said, we want to make it clear that we have supported the Hausa community in the north with palliative measures to show we have nothing against them, said Mazi Simon Ekpa. Recall that the BRGIE, under the leadership of Mazi Simon Ekpa, has been vociferous in quest for the Biafra referendum, but consequently, a week sit at home is observed in the southeast to demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra liberation. In July, the BRGIE observed a 2-week sit at home across the southeast region. After 2 weeks of historic sit at home, the Biafra government continues to touch the lives of Biafrans that Nigeria has destroyed. I choose the one to post. But as CDB, let's go. But from July 2023 to November 2023, the Biafra Prime Minister, through the Biafra Republic government in exile and Biafra de facto government in the homeland. But when I don't see as CDB, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, don't come out to say that according to him, that his government has been giving palliative to Biafrans, and not only that these things we are giving to Biafrans, I was also given to the Hausa community to let them know that Hausa people are not the problem, that the problem is just to get the freedom. Well, I think if Ekpa is still looking at things from that direction, which is very, very okay, because when you are asking for your freedom, your friend is not your enemy. Now, you look at the issue of USSR. That at a time, and you also look at what is happening in Russia. Now, some people will be asking, okay, where is Ekpa going? That will be the question. But meanwhile, let's go to another information as to the hot. I will still bring you back because as e dey be for this matter, e no be matter wey be say I go carry mouth chook now. Make I leave it open. Remember say I don tell you say I don open our super chat. There you can support the work we are doing direct. Bam 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 bam. API super chat. What I go? Don't touch the dial. They say Nigeria community where taps smell like gas line. E get one community for Nigeria where the tap wey dey there dey smell like gas line. Na for this some River State. Of course, you know that all part of River State na Biafra land, but e be like say some people wey dey there because of politics and abi make dem survive. Anytime wey you ask them, they go dey talk different thing. But na survival na im be the matter. You remember say after 1967 to 1970 civil war that took the life of a lot of Biafrans, the people that live in the Port Harcourt area side took over every property that were owned by the Igbos then. That was what happened during that time. So, and that has been a very big issue even up on that time to now, when Ndi Igbo were given only £20 each to survive. But as e dey be, the people wey dey live for this community wey dey produce gas, water no good, even sef crops no dey grow there again, because the oil wey be say dey comot for ground, e no dey allow crop to grow. And if you go for this community, na this community wey be say dey get this oil, na dem dey suffer o. Good house no dey there o, community no dey o, road no dey o. You go dey wonder yourself, you say no be these people wey be say na for their house na mineral resources, na from there e dey come out. But you go dey ask wetin dey happen. Why are those areas underdeveloped? But na there the government money dey comot. Na why you go dey look at the politics of this nation and you go dey ask why. And you go dey ask why people like MNK that came out and opened a lot of things, why is he held? And Peter Obi in his wisdom, even, yes, Peter Obi is one for no matter anything, Peter Obi is one for. There are some things he said, and for myself, I started saying that he reviewed a lot of things. He could have waited, let him get into power. But reviewing all those things while he was doing campaign was a kind of threat, even to the government. Even though it was able to gather people around him and the rest of them, both all those interviews they went for and exposition they did. He reviewed a lot of things, which was not bad in its sense, but comparing African politics, you don't review such a thing because it looks as you are trying to kick at the other people's butt and they have watched you. Bam, you get there, they say you go fire them. That's how politics they be for this obodo. I say government bikono make una dey try to dey look for wetin go benefit the people. They say Nigeria suited to attract investment from climate funds. Okonjo Iweala. They say Nigeria dey suited. No, Okonjo Iweala na him dey talk this one. Okonjo Iweala now, you know, they do African things again, no? Now world a bank end up in the work with world something like that. Will be Okonjo Iweala. Either world trade or something. As it be, now the kind of people wey be say Nigeria miss, wey be say if to say na them dey for the economy now, during time wey be say good luck Jonathan dey for good luck Ebele Jonathan. Good luck and Yaradua was one of the good presidents in Nigeria. How he managed the economy of Nigeria for like many years, dollar was at the rate of 160. So $100 then was 16,000. Yes, that was around 2011, 2012. Damn. Dollar rate was very much controlled without fluctuation. But as it be now, the people wey be say dey for the economy now, if you wake up, they go tell you say dollar dey for 500. You go wake up again, they say na 700 though. Then you go wake up again, they say you na 1,000. You go ask them again, they say na 1,200. Then you go hear the other night, they say dollar don't gain power. Dollar, you say how much? They say na 1,100. You go reach tomorrow, they say dollar don't gain power. Dollar don't gain power. They say na 1,050 naira. Then the next tomorrow, they say dollar don't fall yakata. That's what it be. Meanwhile, now here I go to wind down the curtain, my people. You know, get a CP way you never been before. Thank you for listening. God bless you. For our language, they call them Obunigwe. They say about more than 7 to 8 or 10 Bombay, where we say men of the NIG boys go through for the camp of the BLA, where they there for Mpara Imo. But as they be, as na onye chie na-ebulu ụzọ na ọgụ ada afịa arụ mana mmadụ jekwanụ bulu chie ụzọ ome gịnị ọgbakali onwe ya n'ọsọ asị debi they say the men of the NIG detonate about 10 to or more Bombay for where the base of the BLA soldiers did. This one they happen around Imo State, according to the information we reach me. They say the things scatter plenty things, but no casualties from the men of the BLA. No life was lost. Everybody was safe. It's just that the environment were heavily affected by what just happened as the men of the NIG go there. See, may they go shake the obodo because of the information where they get saying that there men of the BLA they stay. As the information they come, we've not had much from the men of the BLA or see them release their information so that we can pick it out from you. But we just got this one to keep you. We'll keep you in touch as more information keep unfolding for that attack. Where we say men of the NIG carry go for the place where the BLA boys they stay. As the information go to unfold, we're going to make sure it go to reach for your table as they go. Armed rebels seized nearly 50% of Myanmar, a military offensive junta says nations on the brink of breaking apart. Myanmar's military, known as the Tatmadaw, is facing its biggest threat since it seized power 2.5 years ago in a significant challenge. The military junta is battling ethnic insurgent groups to keep control of the country's border town. Different groups of well-armed rebels have joined forces for the first time and are gaining ground to restore democratic rule. The violence is causing people to flee to neighboring countries, bringing internal unrest to the world stage. After the takeover of the government by the Tatmadaw in February 2021 coup, ethnic rebel groups based mainly in Myanmar's peripheral region have organized armed opposition to the junta. In recent advances, rebels have seized nearly 100 outposts of the north of the country, including several vital towns and critical trade routes. The offensive began last month in Shan State. Behind it is an alliance of 3 ethnic armies. They aim to overthrow the military junta and restore democratic rule. They again have encouraged resistant forces elsewhere in the country, seizing several towns. The military-installed President Mia Sui has warned that the country is in danger of breaking apart, saying that Myanmar would split into 2 various parts if the government did not effectively manage the incident happening in the border region. The rebels have seized over 8,000 square kilometers. These advances were made over a set of 4 offensives up till now. The first was on October 27 during Operation 1027, undertaken by 3 Brotherhood Alliance comprising 3 ethnic groups: the Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army (MNDAA), the Tang National Liberation Army (TNLA), and the Arakan Army (AA). The Northern Shan State, amongst the Brotherhood Alliance, were fighters from Rakhine State, situated further southwest of the country. This was followed by a second offensive, Operation 1007, undertaken on November 7. in which the Karenni resistance forces captured at least 2 military bases in the southern Kaya state. Operation 1107 was launched to liberate Kaya state and support the resistance advance to Pumana near the junta's Nepiot fortress. Last Monday, the Arakan army in the Rakia state undertook the most recent offensive. This is crucial because they were in fact in a ceasefire agreement with the Tatmadaw before launching the offensive. Finally, on the same day, the Chin resistance, which had been relatively effective in fighting against the military junta, also seized other territories. Indications are that a situation where all the border areas are virtually in the hands of the resistance forces has emerged, and the military, Tatmadaw, seems to have lost control. Media reports suggest that approximately 447 junta personnel have given their weapons and surrendered in northern Shan State, Kiachin, Rakia, and Mon State, Sagaing, and Magdu regions in the last few weeks. This critical phase will begin when the ethnic resistance forces challenge Myanmar heartland, especially north of Mandalay. The question is whether this success will encourage the Myanmar opposition to join the rebel forces, creating a complicated situation in the military government. Defense Minister for the Civilian National Unity Government, Yu Yimon, has hinted at the possibility by stating that resistance operations across the country are now being coordinated under a single nationwide strategy. As the fighting spreads, the humanitarian impact on the local population worsens. Even before this current offensive, there were already several million people displaced. This displacement camp have also become target for airstrike by junta, which enjoys a military advantage in air power, air mobility. Reports indicate that the military government cannot send reinforcement to areas under attack, either in terms of retaking or assisting the forces already fighting the rebels. As the pro-democratic ethnic rebellion continues to take more and more places, the junta is expected to withdraw Nepto and try to control the major centers like the financial capital, Yangon. The military government has arrested almost 20,000 people, a figure which increased almost daily. China has strategic interest in Myanmar. They have a railway line project through Mandalay and pipeline going to the Bay of Bengal. While China has been backing the military junta, there have been reports that the current ethnic offensive could have gone forward without support from Beijing. The most potent ethnic armed organization that controls an autonomous region with Myanmar northeastern Shan State, the United War State Army, enjoys significant materials and political support from Beijing. Although the War Army has said that it won't take sides in the ongoing fighting between the Myanmar regime and the ethnic alliance, it remains a significant arms supplier to the ethnic armed forces. So basically, even as Beijing is officially supporting the junta, it is also supplying arms to the ethnic rebels. The Chinese have good working relations with Aung San Suu Kyi's political party, the National League for Democracy, which was in power from 2015 to 2020. Its interest lies in a return of stability in Myanmar so that the energy project it has invested in can be safely resumed. Meanwhile, thousands of Myanmar nationals have crossed over into India to escape the intense fighting between the rebels and Myanmar military since last week. This includes almost 47 Myanmar army officials who also crossed the international border and surrendered before the state police in the Indian border state of Mirozan, which shares a 514 kilometers long border with Myanmar Chinese state. These army personnel were later taken to the border town of More in Manipur, where they were handed over to Myanmar military officials. My people, now don't see us see they happen. I danger. Make a wind down the curtain here, and if not your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.